Has anyone else realized that physical media is slowly coming to an end? Remember waking up Christmas morning, opening your brand new game for your Xbox 360, your Xbox One, Nintendo DS, 3DS, Game Boy, whatever it may be. For me, it was 2017. I remember waking up Christmas morning. I looked under my tree. I opened the package. It was Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2. For some of you, that may be really new. Some of you, it may be really old. The feeling of waking up to a game that you can physically feel, not just an Xbox gift card or a subscription to Game Pass Ultimate. It's not the same anymore. Everything has become some sort of a subscription or something you have to buy into, but you can't really own it. At least with physical media, not whether it be a video game, CD, cassette, or even records, anything. At least you physically own it when you buy it. For some, it may be inconvenient. For some, it's more of something to cherish rather than hate. Now, I fell a victim of digital media, as I've owned my Xbox Series S for about 5 years. And I must say that I fell into the trap of, there's no game drive, so you have to buy digital media. Every game that I've purchased over the past 5 years has been more of a subscription rather than a real thing that I own. Whether it be something from Game Pass, and which one thing I don't understand is that to play online games on Xbox, you need to buy Game Pass, which gives you the games that, for one, I don't want to play. It just leads to a backlog of endless games, endless possibilities, of which I will never experience because it's just too many things to look at once. Back in the day, if you were to go to the store, for example, GameStop, if you were to go there, you have to really think, what game do I want to put on my shelf? What game am I really going to play? Because you didn't just have endless of these free games. These games were not free. You're paying a monthly subscription to a game that you don't even own. Now, don't get me wrong. If I'm going to be honest, most of the time, Game Pass and these little $5 games that go on sale on Xbox, it's very convenient. It's a nice game that you can pick up with your friends. You can play it for a couple hours. You have fun, right? And there is some games that I do enjoy from Game Pass. But having 200 games installed on your Xbox or access to these games is very overwhelming. So recently, I decided to make a change. Especially with having a 2 terabyte hard drive that, yes, can't support the Series S optimized games, but it can support all of these little tiny small games that are quite fun. But you get on Xbox, and then as busy as life gets, you don't have a lot of time. And then you open up your My Games and Apps section, and you see 500 games installed. And you're like, what do I even play? You waste half your time picking a game, and just so many options, and you never really end up playing a game that you want to enjoy. And your time gets wasted. So, I've minimized my Games and Apps section down to just 20 games. And really, 20 games is a lot. It gives you less options from what I had before. I had 84 games installed, and I probably played maybe 4 of them. And really, 20 games, that's quite a bit. But at least now, I'd like to honestly go down with more. But at least with now, if I get on here, I'm not overwhelmed by just scrolling through games over games. I can pick a game that I'm currently playing, finish it, whether it be by myself or be with friends. With my Series X, I've had quite a few memories, whether it be bad memories or good memories. But it definitely was a great purchase. Don't get me wrong. It's a great console. It's just, it completely changes your point of view and your perspective on collecting for just to collect. I mean, the artwork on a case, the manual, buying GTA 5 in a case. It comes with a poster, a roadmap of the map, right? I mean, it's just something to put on your shelf and show off what you own. But rather than your digital media, you can't show it off. All you can do is play. To me, gaming isn't just all about playing and then all these online games where, you can't, experience it. You can't have the experience anymore going to a store, picking out the game you really want, bringing it home, spending hours playing it, and then showing it off. And then if you ever want to, you can bring it to someone's house, right? And you have that artwork forever in your room. You can show it off however you feel like it. It could be used as artwork. It could be used simply put away in your shelf or with all of your other games. The point here that I'm trying to make isn't that you should just delete all your games and go completely retro and then go buy Xbox 360, which, for one, isn't a bad idea. I love my Xbox 360. For one, I kind of grew up on the Xbox One. I recently bought a 360, and now I currently have every generation of Xbox. I'm going to be honest. It's great to load up the Xbox 360, play some Black Ops 2, play some Black Ops 1, play some World at War, play all these old Halo games. It's a lot of fun. I'm not saying to all go retro, but it's great to have a hobby in collecting these games because it's such a great investment of your time, and it doesn't lead to doom scrolling on your phone or even just wasting hours on hours of trying to find the right game to play. If you limit yourself to just these few games installed, you only have these certain options. Takes you back to the Nintendo 3DS. You go on a road trip. You're only going to take 2 or 3 games with you, and those are the games that you have. Outside of your 2 or 3 games, that's all you have to pick. I mean, you'd bring your top 3 games, and that's what you would play. So, when you have less of an option, it lets you really enjoy the games and finish them, rather than saying to yourself, oh, I'm just going to pick the next game to waste 2 hours on. But you're not really making any substantial memories with it. But with that being said, I'm not saying to just delete all of your digital games and go full, only buy games in store. But if you want to do that, that's great. Because it's a great hobby. It's collecting these games, in person especially, is just rewarding when you find the game that you're looking for. And you're like, wow, I've been looking for this. Whether it be nostalgic to you, or this brand new game that you found in store, or going thrifting, or going to an old game store and finding a game for a really good deal. And then you say to yourself, wow, this is actually, this was rewarding. I got out of the house to go find these games. Honestly, I love collecting old games. I love it when I find a good deal at a thrift store, at an old retro game store. Really, the sky's the limit. Whether you choose to collect for a DS or whatever is nostalgic to yourself, whatever really hits your heart in the right place. What I hope for you to take out of this video is to limit yourself to games that you really want to finish and you really want to play. And go to a thrift store, go to a retro gaming store, find good deals, and collect, because not necessarily games that are free and that are cheap and you want to just get it because it's there, but what really has sentimental value to you and that you're really going to enjoy because this is the game you want to get.